Okay, so next example. Now you can see that we're still discussing on sphere. So your sphere now, the center of the sphere is located at 3, -2, 1, and the radius is 2. Okay, then what we can see here, compared with the previous example, so now the thing that you want to sketch should be the same sphere, the same size of sphere, because the radius is 2, so meaning that you have the same size of sphere, but then it is shifted somewhere, okay, where the center now is at 3 -2, 1, r equal to 2, which is radius is 2. So you need the trace. So now, based on our understanding on the previous example, the trace should be not always at x equal to 0, y 0, and z 0. It depends on this the center that you have. Okay. In this case, to provide the traces, then now referring on the center that you have, so your x equal to 3, so you want to see the curve on x equal to 3 and the curve at y equal to -2 and the curve on z equal to 1. So we split into 3 parts because you need to provide the traces, right? So now when you set x equal to 3, so this part becomes 0. Okay, imagine when you put about where is the center about this, and you just set this by 0, and this part still there is a value. So then your sketching is just easy for you to just mix up everything, and you cannot get the perfect or the surface that we should have, which is a sphere. Okay, so I mean there is something wrong with your sketching, so that's why you have to make sure what is the plane that you have to choose, what is the value of x that you have to set. It's referred to the center of that particular graph, or the symmetrical line of that particular graph. So in this case, we have circle or sphere, so we have to look at where is the center about. Okay, so now by setting x equal to 3, so this part becomes 0. So then your equation only y plus 2 square plus z minus 1 square equal to 4. And you got a circle with radius 2, and the center is at -2, 1. Okay, now you draw it. Okay, so it shifted somewhere else, and this is the wrong axis. So z and then y. Okay, so now look at where is your center. Y -2, -2, 1, 2, -2, z1, 1. Here, -3, -4. Okay, so now where is the circle? So you have to count the length here. Should be, because the radius is 2, then you have to this one 1, 2, because this is 1 -2, so that is the center. Z1, y -2, so this is 1, -1, -2. This one, this one, this one, that one. So that is your circle now. Okay, and now we move to the curve. So for this, when you set y equal to -2, y equal to -2, so this part become 0. Okay, so you have only x -3, square plus z minus 1 square equal to 4. So now you have to sketch z, x is 3. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. Minus 1, minus 2. 4, 5. 1, 2. Okay. So where is the center? 3, 1. 3, 1. This is the center. Now to get the circle. So that point, this point, 3, this point. Okay, now just so it looks not so correct. Circle, yeah, because my scale is not in consistent. So some of them is a bit shorter than the other one. Okay, so just modify. So this one, that one. Okay, so that is another circle where center is at 3, 1. Now z equal to 1. So when you have z equal to 1, you put z equal to 1 into this equation. So now you got x minus 3 square plus y plus 2 square equal to 4. Now we draw here. On y-axis plane, y, x. So the center is at 3 minus 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1 minus 1. So 3 minus 2 here. Radius 2. So 1, 2, 1, 2 here and here. So then we have that. Okay, so now based on 3 circles, then we have to combine them all together on the same 3D system. X, Y, and Z. Okay, so the first one, just now we set x equal to 3. So now put the scale 1, 2, 3. So now you draw so that is your new ZY. Okay. This is Z and your Y at x equal to 3. So where is your circle now? So your circle is at y minus 2. So this is 1, 2, minus 2. Z is equal to 1. Okay. On this plane, x equal to 3. So that is your point, which is this circle. So now 2 minus 4. This one. That one, which is 3. And then minus 1. Minus 1. Okay. So now you draw the line, the circle here, which is actually this circle on x equal to 3. Okay, this is at x equal to 3. Okay, so the purple one, that one is when we set y equal to minus 2. So you sketch y equal to minus 2. So where is y equal to minus 2? So the purple one, y minus 2. So y minus 2, now this is y. So where is the plane of y minus 2? So this is 0, minus 1, minus 2. So on y equal to minus 2, we assume there is a new zy. Okay, so now your sketching of the purple circle should be lying on your new zy, which is on y equal to minus 2. So now you draw the circle. So the center of the circle now is at x. So this graph is actually located at x equal to 3 and z equal to 1, which is based on your second trace. So you can see here x3, z equal to 1. So look at here. This point, the center here is at x equal to 3. So this is the plane of x equal to 3. Yeah, don't remember. Don't forget. So sorry, don't forget. So x equal to 3, and then the height here is z equal to 1. So that is the center. Now you draw the purple circle where we have, I should draw the same color. So that is your circle. Where you can, this circle is actually this one. Okay. And the third one on xy plane. So this is your line. Sorry, this is your circle. So also the center is at 3, 1. So this is your center now, 3, 1. The same center here. Now for this you have to assume, how can we get that? By assuming that z equal to 1. So by setting z equal to 1. So where is your z equal to 1? Z equal to 1, and you redraw again the plane of the new y-x plane. Okay, so now the last trace is happen when you set z equal to 1. So this is your z equal to 1. So now assuming that you have a new x, y plane on the z equal to 1. So that is your new plane. So now imagine on this new plane, you have so the -1 and that one. Okay, so you have to sketch this particular circle. So you can see that now you have circle at z equal to 1. So the center is at 3 minus 2. Okay, so 3 -2. So this is 3. Okay, so that is at x equal to 3 and y is -2, and then you draw. So it should be passing through this point and this point and this point. So that one and that one. Okay, now this is your new sphere where the center is. So now this particular sphere is a sphere with the center is at 3 minus 2, 1, and the radius is 2. So that is your sphere. Okay. Here I want to share with you how can you check your answer is correct or not using any apps or software. So for this one, I'm using a 3D calculator. So 3D calculator actually, this one, the apps that I already downloaded in or installed in my iPad. But if you just use your laptop, you can just go Googling and just type or use the keyword of 3D calculator. So then you can get just put the function. So how to use that? So you just put the equation. So just now, the first example, we are sketching the circle with radius 2 and center at the origin. So now you can check. So you can see that you have a sphere and the center is 0, 0, 0 and the radius is 3. And then you got -3 and you have -3 here, and this one actually 3 as well, because the direction is already change. You change the yeah, that one. Okay, but sometimes it's easier to be read. Okay, but sometimes it's a bit confusing. So I'm not saying that the answer should be correct, but sometimes it's hard for you to compare with your work, because the orientation that they use, they do not state here where is x, where is y, where is z. So you have to read by your own. Okay, now let's say we have the second equation. Okay, we try to put the second equation. So now you can see when you put the second equation, where we know that the original circle here now is moved to another, I mean the same direction, the same size, but now the center is different, where the center shifted along x about 3 unit to the right. So that's why you can see the first one is in green, the second one is in red. So you can see that the center is at 3, so somewhere here, and 0, 0. Okay, but the size still the same. Okay, so next we try because I said this is 9, so actually the correct from the example provided, we have 4. So a bit smaller, right? Because the radius become 2 now. It's a bit smaller. So now look at the third one. Just put the user input. Just copy the equation. Okay, now because the B and the C example, they have equal to 4, and this one also equal to 4. So the size of the sphere should be the same. But now the third one, the circle is shifted to 3 minus 2, 1. So that is the new. So maybe okay. So I change the color. So the third one is in purple. So they have the similar size and as in red, but the center now shifted somewhere here. Okay. So you just play around with the graph, change the function just to understand the what happened if you change some values or the circle or the center of the sphere. But for exam sake, you are not allowed to use this, as I'm sure that you know that. But for practice, to understand what is all about the sphere, then it is good for you to just play around with this graph. But for exam sake, you are not allowed to refer this. Okay, so this is using a 3D plotter. Okay, back to the sketching just now. I just found that I just made some errors here. So this one is not y, but it's supposedly x. Okay, and also the center of this particular circle on y-axis plane, it should be at 3, x equal to 3, y minus 2. So you can see here, so this one x-axis, so x3, and then the y is minus 2. So that is the center of the this one. This one is actually over here, down here on y-axis. Okay, so again, if you still confused, please rewatch and resketch. Okay.